To what is this?
Hello, everyone out there in Facebook land, YouTube land, whatever land you are in, and welcome to another edition of Live with Miss Kier. I came back for you in my little Kim voice because, last week and the week before we had the Writer's Block Presents, the online open mic, which was a success. I'll snap it up for that.
Yeah, that thing was dope. That was certified dope.
So shout outs to all who participated in that. Shy Moonlight and Carla Cherry and Poets and Spoken Word and Genevieve Powell and Geronimo Speaks and North Philly's Finest and Rosalia and Maya the Bee and who else? Oh, Bob Beat On.
Yes.
Shout outs to them. Snap it up. So I want to thank you, everyone, for tuning in to another episode of Live with Miss Kier. Like I said, I came back for you and my little Kim voice. Wish I could play some music, but I can't. So we're gonna move on. Anyway, tonight our special guest is Joseph Reuben Fuller. So show your love for Joseph Reuben Fuller. Now,
Yo,
get your tea, okay?
yo.
Put your hats to the side. All right. We're going to be chill. We're going to be breezy as always on Live with Miss Kier. So be breezy with us. And my co hosts tonight are, drum roll, Rosalia, and returning back to his co hosting duties, North Philly's Finest. So show your love, folks. Wrap it up.
This time I'm sliding in the door at the last minute.
Right. Show your love, folks, for my co-host and also for my featured guest. And let's see. We're gonna go to the comments real quick. William Washington is in the building. Hey, William. He said hello, folks. Poets and spoken word. Hey, girl. She has entered the building. Lisa Hazel Eyes said, hey, everyone. And Poessence did the drums. So we're about to start the breeziness. So, in the tradition of the Writer's Block Poetry Collective, we're going to do the April celebrity birthdays. North Philly, can you start us off, please? Drum roll for April celebrity birthdays.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, I mean, this is celebrity birthdays in the month of April. Coming in at number one, I heard it through the grapevine. Marvin Gaye is born in April. Mr. Hello, my neighbors. Eddie Murphy is born in April. Jill Scott, can't forget,
And North Philly, y'all.
and can't forget Q-Tip from A Tribe Called Quest.
Yes.
Babyface. Every time I look, close my eye, that dude. Keisha Knight Pulliam, Rudy from the Cosby Show. Little Rudy is born in
AKA
April.
Miranda from House of Fame.
Exactly. Al Green. Mr. I won't have any more grits to eat. Al Green.
And all the
Duke Ellington. And Miss Billie Holiday.
Yeah. Okay. And now I'm going to read off some more celebrity birthdays for the month of April. So drum roll. We have Russell Crowe. We have Lizzo.
Okay.
We have William Shakespeare. Jackie Chan. Debrat, the B-R-A-T. We have Kelly Price. Judge Greg Mathis.
Oh, here come the judge. Here come the judge. Here come the judge.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Okay.
Kimberly Elise.
Okay.
Ella Fitzgerald. Debbie Reynolds.
Okay.
And let's see who else. David Letterman. So those are the April celebrity birthdays. So show your love.
Okay. Okay.
And for the non-celebrity April birthdays, again, my peeps, Genevieve Powell, my childhood friend Tia Latasha, Christine Moore, I think, has a birthday in April. My mom has a birthday in April. Shout out to my mom, Poetic, aka Barbara Marie. Let's see who else. April. Inez Bradley. Um, and that's all for the non-celebrity April birthdays that I can think of. If anybody has an April birthday, put it in the chat. And happy birthday to you.
That's what's up.
With that being said, let's see. Oh, yes, announcements. We have the Writer's Block presents Open Mic in the Park, Saturday, July 19th in Highland Park, New Jersey. That's Saturday, July 19th, Donaldson Park in Highland Park, New Jersey at 5:30 p.m. Come join us. Get your open mic on. Open mic signups will start 5:10, 5:15-ish, and open mic will begin at 5:30. So come on down. Open mic in the
That's right.
park, July 19th, 5:30 p.m. Grove 3A, Donaldson Park and Highland Park. Show your love. And let's see what else going on. I think that's it for the announcements right now. So we're gonna get this party started. Be breezy with us. And Rosalia, tell the people who you are in my Mufasa voice from the
Love that, John.
Let's see. I am goddess, poet, lover of music, New Yorker at heart.
Ooh, New York in the house.
Born and raised Lower East Side of Manhattan.
Okay.
I am a work in progress and going. So that's how I present myself today.
All right.
All right. All right.
Okay. And North Philly, returning to your co-hosting duties. Tell the folks out there who you are in my Mufasa voice from the Lord.
Well, coming back to Mz.KIR, once again, the Black Egg McMahon, the Black sidekick, the Black Robin, whatever you want to call me, poet, author, activist, spoken word artist.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
North Philly resident. I mean, currently, just glad to be on the show. Thank you.
All right. And now, drum roll for our featured guest, Joseph Reuben Fuller. Show you love, folks. Tell the folks who you are in my Mufasa voice from The Lion King. Joseph, remember who you are. Joseph?
Joe? Oh, man.
Uh-oh.
He froze right on out.
What happened?
He might be still there, but he just got to come back in.
Okay. Well, while we're waiting for Joseph to return,
Okay.
North Philly, do you have? Oh, here he is.
Okay.
He's back.
Amen. Is he back?
He's back.
Yeah, just buffering.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. So, Joseph, tell the folks out there in YouTube land, Facebook land, who you are in my Mufasa from the Lion King voice. Joseph, remember who you are. Tell them who you are. Hello? Joseph.
All right, I'm still buffering. Give me a wave if y'all can hear me.
Okay.
Just throw your hands in the air and wave like you just don't care.
Okay, so I heard the question. So
Can you repeat that? Because you kind of froze there, Joseph.
I am formerly known as Poetic Assassin, currently known as Joseph Reuben Fuller.
Okay. Okay. Stand by for station identification.
He froze, folks. He
Froze.
froze.
A momentary pause for the cause.
Hello?
Yeah. You froze
Can you
there.
hear me?
Joe, can you hear us?
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
I can hear you. I can hear him too. And now he's
All
gone.
right, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna talk, and hopefully it can resonate and get through. I am formerly known as Poetic Assassin, currently known as Joseph Reuben Fuller, performance artist, spoken word artist, whatever you want to call it. Been performing for over 20 years. Poet, author, father, electrician.
Okay.
Okay.
Dynamite there, Joseph. Also known as Poetic Assassin, because that's what I know you as, Poetic
That's
Assassin.
right.
So show your love, folks, for our wonderful co-host and for our featured guest. Show your love out there.
Come on,
Clap
give your
it up.
love.
Clap it up.
Show some love. Show some love.
Okay. We gonna be breezy tonight. Okay. All right. So Rosalia, do you have any questions for our guest, Joseph, aka Poetic Assassin?
Yes, I have a lot of questions, but I want momentum. So I'm going to start with a very simple question.
Mm-hmm.
What is your newest project?
So I believe this buffering thing is going to be a long standing issue. It would help. It would be great if, like, the questions, type it in the chat and I can see, and then I'll just be able to talk because I'm moving. I'm moving all over, but on the other end, it's not coming through. So if you could type the questions and then I'll just go talk. So my latest project is an album entitled A Master of Pieces. I'm cheesing because it is a very near and dear project to me. I think it is the most well-received project also, but it's the most concise project I've done as far as where I wanted to be, the actual time frame of the project, and just what I wanted to deliver overall. And I think I've done it the best way I could have.
Okay.
Okay.
You need another question?
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think Mz.KIR froze.
Yeah, I think she froze for a second.
Okay, I'm here.
Joe, can you hear? Can you hear us?
I can hear. But if it comes buffering again, I'm gonna do the wave and just type it in the box.
Okay. I think Mz.KIR froze up. It's like it's jumping from box to box.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are crystal clear.
Okay, Mz.KIR. Okay, wait a minute.
She dropped. She'll come back in.
Yeah, she'll jump right back in.
I'll think of
Maybe I'll
another
do that.
question in the interim.
Yeah.
Let's see. What is your favorite poem? What's your favorite poem to recite?
My favorite poem is entitled Where Were We? It is from that project. Just the overall my delivery, and I feel it as far as the imagery and just how I can teleport into that time frame what I wanted to deliver when I do a poem. So it's
Mhm.
like it's like I'm not thinking of anybody else the surrounding. I'm just thinking about this piece when I perform it.
Okay.
Hmm.
Um,
That sounds real nice.
in the chat, William Washington said use your phone or tablet. So that might work better.
Yeah.
Joseph.
Okay, we're moving smoothly right now, but thank you for that.
Okay, no problem. All right, North Philly, do you have a question for Joseph?
Yes, I do. So when you get into your zone, or get into your creative juices start to really flowing, if you want to call it that. Um, where do you derive your inspiration from when you do your poetry? And additionally, when you get your inspiration from, what what captures that moment, or how do you capture that moment into poem?
Um, all my surroundings. So everything around me is poetry to me.
Mm-hmm.
So which enables me to be able to write about anything. And one thing I do focus on is the imagery. So whether it is like I like to write heavily personification pieces. So that's why I said I can write about anything, because I like personification pieces a lot, and just be able to give life to everything, because everything can be a poem.
So do you get a lot of your inspiration from your own life experiences? I mean, when you say personification, the first thing that comes to my mind is that you're talking about something personal that you either have gone through yourself or you've seen somebody else go through.
No, more so because personification is giving life to inanimate objects.
Hmm.
But to more so get with your question, yeah, a lot of my poems are about personal experiences, but just written in a way where I take pieces from this time frame and pieces from this time frame and make it a
Hmm.
complete poem.
So do you? So is there any subject material that you won't touch?
Um, I don't try to do things just because it's the hot topic. Like if a situation like in like current day or mass shooting or something with the election or stuff, like just because that's the hot thing, I don't run and write poems about that. So, but no, that I don't have a problem writing about a specific topic. I don't shy away from anything.
Okay. So you're pretty expansive. You're pretty like well rounded when it comes down to writing about just about anything that comes, creatively to you.
Correct, correct. I don't like fitting in a box. So like I try. I like writing. I like reading, researching. Like it's not a hobby. So it's something that I actually enjoy doing, and I've been doing it for quite some time. So I always try to push myself and seeing what else I can do.
And you sound very passionate when you talk about what you do. I'm just looking forward to hearing a sample of some of your most prolific work.
No problem. Looking forward to it when the time arrives.
Okay, this was up.
Okay, I've got a question for you.
Okay.
Okay. Joseph, can you tell us what is a fun fact about yourself? Because I can't type it in the chat.
I
A
don't know.
fun fact about myself.
Mm-hmm.
In my past life, I was a competition cheerleader.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Ha ha ha.
All right. Um,
Okay.
and my next question for you is, What was your biggest accomplishment poetically? I'm in my
Um,
Topher vibes now. I'm in my Topher vibes.
Topra
my
has entered the
biggest
building.
accomplishment was opening up for Amiri Baraka and Miguel Agarin.
Oh, that's
Um,
dope.
Nice.
That is
Okay.
Amir Baraka. That is dope.
Strong J.
I'm
Strong
jealous.
J.
I'm jelly.
I know, man.
Strong J. Yes, strong J. Show your love, folks. Okay.
What, the poet laureate of New Jersey? Really?
yes, sir.
Shoot.
Yes, sir. Mhm.
Okay.
Wow. Wow. And my favorite Flavor Flav voice. Wow.
Ow. Seriously, man, that is, yo, you get 5 mics right off the top for that one.
Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you.
Excuse me, Source Magazine, but I got to give you 5 mics right now. No copyright infringements. I'm just saying.
Shoot. Okay. Rosalia, do you have another question for our guest?
I do. Now we can get into the technical questions.
Let's get it.
I happen to know Poetic Assassin. So
Okay.
my question is, can you shed some light on your memorization tactics?
Good question, Rosalia.
Yes.
Yes, girl.
Because he's good. He's good.
Yeah.
He's very good. So he needs to shed some of that knowledge on us.
Share that knowledge, Joseph. Share that knowledge, man.
Drop it like it's hard. Drop it like it's hard. Drop it like it's hard.
Joseph.
Did he freeze again?
I'm gonna type the question as well.
So I'm gonna try the I'm gonna take that offer. I'm gonna see how that works. I'm about to go on my phone right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. But ask the question. I think I can hear you. Ask the question.
Okay.
The question was, could you shed light on your memorization tactics? Because you're good.
Okay.
So you need to give us that knowledge.
Yes, give us that knowledge. Share it. Share it. Share it.
Funny. So what I do is I write everything down. I'll write it down. Then I will type everything. And then let me see. Then I'll type everything down, print it out. And what I do is 4 block lines. So I'll do 4 lines and I'll repeat, highlight each line and continue going on and on until I do it. So it's a very vigorous and tedious process. So there's no shortcuts. Like I've tried the listening, like recording myself and listening in my headphones, like that doesn't work. Especially I'm not a fan of my voice overall. So I do old school. I write it down, type it, 4 black lines, and continue. So if I'm not watching the TV or playing the video games, I can memorize a 3-minute poem in 2 days, like fully ready to go.
That's amazing.
But there is the roadblocks of first time of performing. There's going to be lots of hiccups there. So that's why it is important for me to still continue to go open mics and work on my pieces. So I'm always out just trying to work on new material and stuff. So for me, open mics are very still heavily important. So I'll go to open mics, I'll work on the piece. I'll know. Sometimes I'll tell the audience I'll hiccup, or sometimes I just go with it and then go from there. So after one performance, boom, then I'll see where I messed up on and go from there.
Okay.
All right, that's what's up.
Sorry, open mics. I love
Yeah.
open mics.
Gotta
Power to
have
the poets. Power to us poets on National Poetry Month. Yes, power to the poets. Yes.
yes.
Okay. Um, Joseph, can you share one of your poems with us?
Let me see. Okay, I'm going to do a piece entitled Antiquity.
What's it
Drum
called?
roll, folks, drum roll. Drums
I
in the
don't know where
comments.
this bus is taking me, nor
Okay.
do I care. I just got on a mission to find myself. Last saw him wrapped up in the confines of yesterday. Yesterday, I had it all plus some more. More knowledge has been lost out on gaining it than in what I already know that I'm still trying to figure out what was just spilled from voice boxed in. It's not a favorite feeling of mine. Mine is yours too. Too many ways to succeed. Succeed in growing before eating the fruits of the labor have no expiration date. Date yourself before you worry about the flaws of the next person. Personally, these tindos are providing the spectrum has not entered by in many months. Salon has touched my life to be the possibly I'll go back in time to see the exact time I was front in front or about face shaved or clean. The blade bleeds victory. Victoria holds my secrets far away from her knickers. Razors give me nicks from New Jersey, but I know my way around towns in New York. Peppermint, patty, mayonnaise, and bees in the ciphers. Though rapper, I'm not, but I apply 3 coatings around the words like a triple down goose. Take a gander at what I gather. Misery have worn off. I put on a new line of clothing. My most delicate parts with extra layers. Layers are peeled back and splitting from my destiny is not a choice in my memory bank on it. I've been here before. All that I know, I will deposit. I trust. You'll look when I'm unsure. Encores don't have the stomach to ensure what I drink is safe. My combination is wraith and faith. I make it barely visible, but as soon as you get home, you'll see that the big picture is far from unbelievable.
Oh man.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Yes, Poetic Assassin. Yes.
Oh, all right.
Guns blazing.
I was like, I hope
That
that it went
no.
through. I was like, I hope that it all went through with no problems.
Yeah, I caught that, man. Good Lord, that was more fire than a lava pit. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, much appreciated.
Nice.
Yes. Yes. Okay, Rosalia, back to you for the questions for Joseph, aka Poetic Assassin.
What were some of the challenges in putting out your first book?
My first book, that was like 2008. The challenges was where to start, like just as far as what I wanted to do, what I wanted my poetry to represent, and just first find the money to put the book out. That was a challenge.
That
And
could be a
also
challenge.
not necessarily promoting or being heard, how to be visible, and just the marketplace and just in the poetry scene in general. I think 2008, though I was at, I wouldn't say height, that wasn't a career, but I was doing poetry a lot at the time, but not necessarily relying on my name of Poetic Assassin, but is now people have to purchase your product. So that was the big thing. How would I present myself? Just as an individual and a poet, as like, hey, would you be interested in purchasing something from me? Like $10 is still $10. Like it's a lot of money to a lot of people. Like so it's just in general, like how to get somebody to purchase your project. That was a big thing for me.
Hmm. Yeah, I see. Interesting. Very interesting. North Philly, do you have another question for our guest?
Yeah. To go into what you were just saying about your first book, um, did you self-publish or did you find a regular publisher? Because um, just in general, a lot of people have gone the route of self-publishing and have found it more prosperous as opposed to finding a regular publisher. Um, just out of curiosity, or which route did you take when you came up with your first book?
It was, I guess, spearheaded to me. There was a publisher at the time that said, like, if you want to be if you want to be taken seriously as a poet, you need to have a book. This is, she had a publishing company, so I went that route. So I was fortunate to have that. My second book, I guess you would call that self-published, because if by going through Amazon. So I found both routes were lucrative, and both gave me different lessons. Overall, just the type of person that I am, I like just doing things myself, pushing my project myself. I'm my best representative, and it is hard, and definitely in today's day and age. I'm not saying it was super easy back then, but in today's day and age, it is. Um, Harder to get a random house or one of those big publishing companies to even notice you. Like, you have to do most of the work yourself first before they reach out to you. So with that, I do a lot of things on my own.
So did you ever start off with like chapbooks before your actual book? Because like chapbooks, usually display who you are and your talents and that nature. It's kind of like a setup to what you're getting ready to release. And then once you release it, now people have an idea of who you are simply because of the chapbooks. Did you ever release any chapbooks?
So I do both. So I do, I guess, just the way that I operate as a poet, as a business of Joseph Reuben Fuller. So I do, I guess, the mainstream way, and I also go the underground way. So I do both at the same time. So I'm working on, like I keep talking about it. I need to get to it, but I'm working on a handful of actual books. So in between that time with my albums, so a lot of my past 7 albums have been nine tracks. So what I do with those tracks, I make chapbooks of those for those albums. So that each have a different color, they represent a different meaning or whatever. So with each album, I have a chapbook for each project.
Okay. And so,
Dynamite, Joseph.
okay, that's what's up.
Okay. Shoot. We're gonna go back to the comment section real quick. Uh, Eric Crow Draven is in the building. He said, I do
Okay.
something similar. Good technique. Teresa Hazel Eyes did 2 drums. Eric
Yeah.
Crow Draven said, I see you, poet. Keep going. Teresa
Yeah.
Hazel Eyes did 3 snaps. And Eric Crow Draven said, deposit, I trust. Donna Banks is in the building. She gave 4 snaps. Chantel Fitzgerald is also in the building. Show your love for Chantel. And she said, nice poem. And Josette Goodwill, I can't see because there's something blocking that rest of her name, but she did 1, 2, 3 clap.
Okay.
And that is it so far for the comment.
That's strange.
Uh,
I went to the phone. I submitted.
Okay, so that's what happened. Because I just saw the whole thing rearranged. I was like,
I gave in.
yeah, I saw two of you for a minute. I was like, man, I know I'm not seeing double, right?
That'd be nice to me.
It's fluid now, so let's see.
Yeah, that's a whole lot better.
Okay.
it is.
And that's off your phone?
Yes, sir.
That's man. iPhones are amazing. Anything I'm trying to tell you, it changed my life.
My question for you, Joseph, is how has poetry helped you? See, I'm back in my Topra vibes.
Topra's in the building.
Poetry has always been therapeutic for me overall. I'm not really a big talker, even though, like, ironically, being a poet, but I'm not a fan of talking, high frequency talking. So a lot of what I have to say is in my poetry. Just a lot of my thoughts, just my overall process, my everyday. So I do have a exuberant amount of poems because that's where I put everything in. That's in my writing.
Okay, I can dig it. I can dig it. Yes. Okay, North Philly. Do you have another question for Joseph?
I certainly do. So, besides the impressive opening for Mary Baraka, that was like opening for Langston Hughes, in my point of view. Who are some of your most influential poets, past or present, that you may have, and how did they influence you?
I've also opened up for Saul Williams.
Okay.
Okay. So overall, Rachel McGibbons I'm a big fan of.
Nice.
Jeanette Verlee, I'm a big fan of. Gemini, a name from back in the day. Overall, as I love poetry, and I'm just a big fan of writers. I'm a big fan of writers and performers. So I would love to just go to open mics and not perform. That's what I would like to do all the time.
Okay.
So, and if it's a where I know it's a good lineup, like I like hearing new things. I like being inspired. I like being pushed to do new things. I like hearing new concepts, new styles. Like I said, I'm just a big fan of poetry, spoken word, just language, just people being able to be creative. I'm not a fan of just the same topics. Like I said, like I don't like writing about things that just happened or just because they're trendy. Like I'd like to just see people push the limit just on what they can do.
Yeah, I think a lot of people push the envelope when it comes to doing spoken word or just writing poetry. Examples of that would be like I guess it'd be like June Jordan or even so much as County Cullen, even Sonia Sanchez.
Okay.
I mean, some of her past works were like, that was like doing like the radical '60s, you know. So pushing the envelope is always a premise for us poets. I mean, it's this part of the life.
Yes, I agree, North Philly. I agree. Rosalia, do you have another question for Joseph?
Give me just 1 second. I'm coughing.
Okay.
That was nice.
All right. I had dry cough. It's like hot outside, and the heat is also going in my house. So sorry.
I
Okay.
understand completely.
So my question is, what is the most odd object that you've personified for a piece?
That's interesting. I like to know that myself. That's a good one, Rosalia. That's yeah.
The most odd. I wrote a personification piece about a chair and how a chair would feel being sat on. So,
Okay.
so
I like to hear that one. I ain't gonna lie, man. I like to hear that one right
Right.
now. Like
Uh-huh.
whenever if you bring it together,
I can
I gonna hear that.
take me about a couple of minutes, but I can scoop it up. It's in the archives.
Okay.
Yeah, Mz.KIR,
I
you know
think
y'all know that's gonna be dope. That is gonna be the dopest poem. I know it.
power to us poets. Power to us poets. And with that being said, Joseph, aka Poetic Assassin, can you give us another poem?
Okay. This piece is entitled. I'm a huge fan of this piece. I guess I've been performing it as of late. It's entitled "Beside Myself."
Okay.
Living in this moment has brought me back to life. Life was lifing, caused tears to stretch, and reaching the next one felt impossible. My skin itched unbearably, and I went looking for things that truly lacked the vision, went looking for things inside of the prison I thought I deserved to be in. What do I deserve? What punishment is there for the way I look back while designing this forward? I have much room to grow. Knowing how long I have survived in this package designed to fit the skinniest of conveyor belts, I've ordered things when the order of things were out of place and placed them in places where there was no room, only to cover the opening that was carefully designed custom. It was an experience to hold the night like a newborn, experience as I may be. The conversations I birth sometimes get delivered wrong, upside down. And deep down has climbed its way up higher than it has ever been. I've never been altered like this. Never seen a goddess in this form. I'm almost certain this wasn't meant for me. Almost. But when I see this form of broken, still able to walk, allowing me to walk next to it, I float. Upon clouds, I wish to sit, hoping you'll sit next to me, choking on destiny. Our mouth to mouth washes my chest plate. Your blunt is smoking hot. I front and choke in spots that usually flow without interruption. Pardon. Though you know the techniques of seduction, you peak when you speak intentionally, shifting languages fluently. What you do to me is two Rubik's cubes switching colors while being completed, seated until you are free for the evening. Even if the odds were against me, I'd still push up on you. In every sense of the word, I've always sensed that words, though they hold weight, actions have hands that are firm and reassuring, and I assure you, letting you go is something I'm incapable of.
Oh
Okay.
man.
Let's
Oh
clap it up for Joseph Reuben
Yes.
Fuller.
yes.
Poetic Assassin.
Poetic assassin.
Thank you.
Man, you boldly gone when no one has gone before. That is seriously, man. That is so loud.
Yes. Show your love, folks, in the comments for Joseph Reuben Fuller, aka Poetic Assassin.
Yo, your
Those
style
finger
is
snaps
very eclectic,
and
bro.
those
It's
hand claps in the
very eclectic.
comments. Okay. Let's get those finger snaps and hand claps in the comments for Joseph
Love it.
Reuben Fuller, folks.
Love
Okay.
it. Love it. Love this brother.
Yes.
Love this brother. So your love for this
Yeah.
brother is deep.
Okay. So going back to the comments, my mom is in the building, Barbara Marie. She says something
Hi,
happened to
Mom.
her comments. Oh no, I don't know what happened to your comments, Mom. And Donna Banks did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finger snaps. And
I know it.
Teresa Hazel Eyes did 1, 2, 3, 4 finger snaps. So yes,
Yes.
yes, Joseph, yes. Okay. All right, Rosalia, back to you. You have another question for Joseph?
Hmm. Um, how do you feel about love poems?
Mm.
Ooh, good question,
Mm.
Rosalia.
Starting to get juicy now. Okay, Rosalie, I hear you.
Give me 1 second.
Mm.
So I like that question a lot. For a long period of time, I didn't write love poems or didn't feel I was capable of writing solid love poems. Um, so though I wrote things that may have resembled it, I didn't think that it was strong. They were strong enough. As of late, I've been able to write a hefty amount of love poems, and I've also, I guess it hindered my performances or my, I don't know if status is the right word or just my placement in poetry because I didn't have that. Those in my arsenal. So I think as of late, being able to perform those and being able to perform them effectively has like shifted some things as far as notoriety and like people perk up more. I guess
Mm.
when I do those poems, as opposed to my I guess self reflection, if you want to put that in a category, as a lot of my poems are. So with the love poems, being able to see a different side of me, being able to um, be witty with them. So there, I like this question a lot. So there was, I performed March 15th. There was I had a feature in Rawway, and I performed a lot of the poems from a Master of Pieces. And one of the feedback from them from a poet, a person I hold in high regard, was saying that a lot of the women may not have caught what you were saying, and I was said it was not for them. And then while I said that, a friend of mine, a woman, walked by, and I was like, "It's for people like her," and we both knew exactly what I was talking about. Like it is for a certain pocket, a certain type of woman will understand these poems.
Mm.
It I don't like. Then that's the thing. I don't write for. I write because I write my style. I write like my style. People will catch what I'm trying to do. It is directed to a certain type of individual, and they, while I'm performing and delivering it, I see them. You see the eye contact. You see they pick up on the lines and everything. So I'm confident of still keeping my style, as opposed to dumbing it down because it is love. I can
Right.
still be
Mm.
as in depthful and use my vocabulary, use my poetic techniques, still do what I continually do, but write love and write it solid and effectively.
Okay. Okay. I would like to know the women you talking about though. My curiosity, you just piqued my curiosity. Like past K-12, bro. I would like to know the woman you're talking about specifically, if you don't mind.
Your co-host knows what I'm talking about.
Well, we want to hear one of these poems.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. I am
Yes, we
very
do.
intrigued. Very, very intrigued right now.
We want to hear. Dig in them crates, Joseph. Dig in them crates. We want to
I
hear
mean,
one of them.
man, my
Upon
curiosity
whereabouts
is
have been
rising.
unknown. The wrong hear me out has left me alone. I am unhinged when my floor has ceiling unoccupied. Octagon sits propped up by headrest. No television behind it. The truth walks alignment to go one way has shifted its course. I am kinder, though kinder has stacks of records. Give me 1 second.
Anybody still there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Y'all froze for a minute. I was like, everybody froze now.
Upon whereabouts have been unknown. The wrong hear me out has left me alone. I am unhinged when my floor has ceilings unoccupied. Octagon head sits propped up by headrests. No television behind it. The truth walks alignment to go one way has shifted its course. I am kinder. Those stacks of records I'm stacked up by occupied. Why can't I remember it? Give me a second.
Okay.
All right, folks out there in Facebook land, are you enjoying the performance from Joseph Reuben Fuller, aka Poetic Assassin? Type
Then,
it in the comments. Type it in the comments. Finger snaps, hand claps, and finger snaps. Okay. All right.
all right.
Yes.
And while we pause for this station identification, we'd like to thank y'all for tuning in
Right.
from Facebook land to hear Poetic Assassin as he heightens up curiosity beyond normal levels. That's good. That's good.
I'm so mad right now.
That's cool.
No, I'm not happy.
Understood.
It's okay. We get to see the organic process of your memorization, so this is good.
That's the
No,
I'm trying
because
to tell
this
you.
is not a memorized. This is not one that is memorized.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Man, take your
Because I'm
time,
on
do it
edit.
right.
Because of the. You can hear me,
yes,
Yes.
we can hear you.
Yeah.
ma'am. Because of unprofessionalism. That's what I would say. Being on being on edibles. So unprofessionalism. So apologies, but I'm back.
No worries.
No
No,
worries
I'm
at
not.
all.
So here
The
we go.
audience is here. We with you, Poetic
That's
Assassin.
right.
We
That's
with
right.
you, man. Okay? Yes.
Thank you.
Baby, you can do it. Take your time, do it right. You can do it, baby.
All right, I'm back
Do
and
it
I'm back.
tonight. I mean, you got this.
All right. Upon whereabouts have been unknown, the wrong hear me out has left me alone. I am unhinged when my floor has ceiling occupied. Octagon sits propped up by headrest. No television behind it. The truth walks alignment to go one way has shifted its course. Nothing major, though minor, has stacks of records. I am kinder, kind of. Kindorf be the brand name strut to the forefront to tell me all the things that took a toll. We begin at the end, where we last left. For others, the past went. Ours is kept behind a loose brick. I'm prepared for any direction. Nothing is ever planned. I have to hand it to you. As you take mine, you've been on my business as usual. Suspects suspect something. Some solid situations bend. Our brakes are padded. Mend. No fences. Between us is a space that folds. You get me, then get to me at the speed of light stim in your presence. When you speak, I am present. You give me the luxury of front row majesty. Actually, I'm backstage in dressing room. You make the page invisible as your words carry. You glow in my soul. It is an honor to parry those that can't and won't. The imagery, a class of one. Arriving on my desk first thing in the morning, you replace cake cups like, can I have this? Dance we do has an infinite amount of steps.
Oh man.
Clap it up, folks.
Okay.
Clap it and snap it
So,
up.
That's man. That was worth the
Okay,
wait.
Poetic Assassin is in the
I'm
building.
trying to tell you,
Okay.
that was worth the wait, brother.
there is a line. So I am so I am thankful of this moment because this week, so I'm like I said, I'm an electrician, and so 2 weeks ago, so don't get discouraged. I got laid off 2 weeks ago. That's the nature of the game as an electrician. So I look at everybody's face. That's how it works. You get laid off after a certain time. You go back to the hall. You get a new job. So I got sent out to. I went to the hall on the Monday, and one guy turned down the job. Another guy turned down the job and came down to me. 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to turn down a job. Like, how are you going to turn down a job? But there are people that turn down the job because they're looking for certain jobs for a certain length of time. So this was a short call. 2 week. It was a 2 week job at Cerebral Middle School. So I went out. So full circle. In my poem, I am kinder, kind of. Kindorf be the brand name. So when I was reciting it, trying to memorize it, I was getting stuck at that point. So breaking down is more so about my poetry. So and how I write techniques and stuff. So I am kinder, kind of. Kindorf be the brand name. Strut to the forefront to tell me.
I
So
caught that.
Kindorf is a brand of strut, like what we use as being an electrician, brand name Strut. So Strut as in walk. So Monday, I went to work at 7 a.m. and I finished at 12 a.m.
Oh,
That
God.
working with Strut. So it's like, when you're dealing with something over and over again, now I'm trying to get it out of my head. Like and just so happens that's the line where I got stuck on. So that's what I'm saying. Everything comes in full circle.
That is intricate, brother. That's really intricate. I'm a plumber, so I can relate. And when you say Kindorf,
Yep.
yeah, I mean I recognize the brand because I dabbled in
Okay.
electrical work a little bit, but
Okay.
now I'm
No,
more.
but and that's what I do with my poetry. Like I'm okay with not everybody getting certain lines. So some lines will be for some people, some lines will be some people. Some people get the entire poem.
Yeah.
So it works for me. It works for me. So I'm happy that you caught that.
Yeah, I caught that. I was like, that's why I was like, wow, that's funny.
Well, dynamite. Dynamite.
But
Back
as far
to
as the actual poem, like if we want to talk about that, that was because the intention was love, and um, that is a poem that I am bringing to the forefront more as far as my performances. So that is that's a feature poem. So you don't get it at open mics. So I don't perform that poem at open mics. Is when I get a feature set that may be the poems that I'll perform.
okay.
Stupendous. That's awesome.
Going back to the comments, Donna Banks said, "We are enjoying the mysterious Mr. Joseph."
Yes,
And my mom,
yes.
Barbara Marie, said, "Yes, I'm enjoying his work." Teresa Hazel Eyes gave you 1, 2, 3, 4 snaps and the fire emoji. Okay, 4 snaps. 4. Not 1, not 2, but 4. And a fire emoji. Donna Banks gave you 1, 2, 3, 4 finger snaps. And my mom, Barbara Marie, said, "All righty, bro. Okay. All right. Show your love out there again, folks, for Joseph Reuben Fuller, aka Poetic Assassin. Okay. He's
All
in the
right.
building tonight on
All
Live
right.
with Mz.KIR. Okay, Rosalia, back to you. Do you have any more questions for Poetic Assassin? I mean,
I
excuse me, Joseph.
do.
Mm.
I do, as a matter of fact. So, I notice a theme that with your most intimate poems, you use metaphor more and you make your audience work harder. So is that a thing that I'm picking up,
Mhm.
or um am I reading too much into it?
I feel that too, Rosalia. I feel that. I definitely get that.
Um, I would say the opposite as far as the technicality of my writing. Um, I think it's more technical with other pieces. I think it helps with my delivery. So that's why. So with this, with the so where were we? What I just performed. That delivery is different from my normal. I think my normal delivery is da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And with these, the love poems is boom, 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 boom.
Okay.
Um, so I try to make it easier for the listener, but still have that technicality in it.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay. North Philly, you have another question for our guest?
I certainly do. So, just like I was agreeing with Rosalia, that there's some like the last poem you just kicked. I caught that Ken Dorf joint. I caught it. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people wouldn't have caught that. Yeah, I mean, if they didn't know what the brand was. But to me, it's like you drew me in. Like I said, like you're intriguing me because you're drawing me in, and you're making my brain work. A little bit more to really get where you're coming from. And I know that they're saying a lot to the subject because poetry can be interpreted any way that the person interprets it as, because it appeals to different people different ways, and in my opinion. But your poems are so intricate in its nature that it captures you right from the get go. And I'm saying it as it is. It just makes me work a little harder to get it. Like, man, that's dope. Like that chair poem. I am on edge right now, waiting to hear that joint right now, bro. That's why I was working myself up to say I'm on edge, waiting to
But
hear the
you know
chair
what's
poem.
funny? My chair poem isn't like intricate. It's not. It's really more comedic, and it's not as deep, quote unquote. Like that. The chair poem is really nothing. Um,
But
but
I
I
like
like
that
the
stuff. I like
pardon.
that. I like that. That's what I'm saying. Man, I mean, it's
I just like being a lasting imprint. That's more. So I like being a lasting imprint on
you
people's mind.
definitely are.
Um,
You definitely are.
I like making people think. Going. I like going home with people. Like on the car ride home, you're still gonna think about my poem. That's just always the intention. I think with spoken word and poetry, like everyone sounds the same. You if you go out and hear 20 poems, like 15 are gonna be around the same topic, the same style, the same cadence. I just like drawing people in. I like making people think. That's it. I don't think I'm too. I I just think of me. I just like I just like unlocking things. I just like making people think. Just being creative. I like using words. I enjoy poetry. I enjoy just like I said, just being a lasting imprint overall with what I do and how I go about things.
I like it. Man, I respect you highly, brother. I still want to hear that poem. That's
Yeah, we
just me.
want to hear that chair poem.
I know
Yes.
everybody
Give
want to hear
me.
that joint.
I'm gonna look for it. I will look for it. Yeah.
I mean, like, I love the fact that your originality is stupendous. Like, it's just, I mean, I'm on the edge of my seat over here.
Give me a second. I'll look for it.
Yes, we want to hear that chair poem.
Yes, yes.
Yes. So while we wait, as Poetic Assassin is digging in his crates for the chair poem, Rosalia, can you dig in your crates and do a poem for us?
Oh my god.
Oh, here it goes.
Coming, did
Topa's in the building. Topa is putting you on the spot.
Poetics know because I do it to her all the time.
Oh my
Oh.
god. All right,
Oh,
I
man.
have one. Whew, you made me nervous.
Oh, man.
All right. All right. I kind of want to redo this one because the last time I did it, I was nervous. So we're going to do Who Do I Have to Be for You to Believe Again?
You
Drum
got
roll
it.
for Rosalia, folks. Drum roll is coming for Rosalia.
Apparitions distract us both. Oh no. Hello?
Yes, we can hear
Yeah,
you.
we can hear you.
Am I frozen?
No.
Okay, good, good. I'm gonna start this over again. The computer
right.
tried to sabotage me.
Can't have that.
All right. Apparitions distract us both at nighttime. Or is that what I am to you? Lying in sweet honey, suspended in the moment before we clean up the mess, make up our bed, before we made up our minds, disappearing behind eyelids. Midnight marauding never promised to be fly after nighttime, since night nurses fill in the voids that existed before I opened up old wounds and took residency inside of you. In turn, you love me internally, me inside your mind, you between my thighs. Night nurses on call for open heart surgery, but she don't work the root. Got an angel to dance in the sky and perform an emergency. We said our names backwards together because your love was supposed to evolve me. Feels like I'm not going to finish this sentence without a healthy spell check. Looking into hollowed eyes like, where is the evidence? Tell me my medicine. But you forget me just as soon as you put me back together again. Till we're back together again. And I bend over backwards to receive your instructions. Tell me who I have to be.
Okay,
Yeah. Okay, Rosalia. Huh.
yes, girl.
Dig in the crates.
Okay, yes.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Rosalia digging in the crates for that poem. Okay.
Yes. On
So you're
fire.
yes. Okay, Joseph, you ready now? Or does Rosalia have to dig
I
in the
found
crate?
it. I found it. It was behind
Drum,
some old files.
drum roll, folks, for Joseph again. And the chair poem. Yes.
Yes.
This piece, I haven't done this in like 16 years.
Wow.
All good.
It's entitled Cheerleader. Your huge hamstrings crash on my kneecaps. Remorseful knot. Right leg swaying, sandpaper's kissing cousin. Left leg cement block stiff, but I can feel your pulse. Breathtaking thief, you take my breath away for minutes on end. End my misery, please. Get up off of me. Myself, an IV stuck in my arm type feeling like your elbows are javelins as they pierce my sweet flesh. Sweet taboo. Scary tables termite out of jealousy because they can't get on all twos like you. I don't know, man. Sometimes I feel in peace when you are gone. Wake up typewriter of my story, mystical danger, New Orleans venom flows through. I want to wait in vain. In Spain, room away. I want to become turkey. I must stir doorknob, turn you stub your tomato, but still are able to catch up my cue to come, birthing anger, aggravating old salad tossed like free for all. You bop your head with no music, putting claim to me without even asking, what did I think? How do I feel? What do I mean? What do I mean? How do I feel? I feel like breaking down whenever you arrive. I can't stand you sitting on me, wiggling, moving. From you I have my swollen mouth ripped open, man. I can't breathe with your butt in my face, toilet paper I know you haven't used on your last session. Fumes, I tell you, fumes. Why do you do this to me? Capri shorts, no. No lotion, your hairy behind legs, at least some Vaseline, pull them knee socks higher, rusty backbones from my nose, up my nostrils. You lack courtesy just because I'm a chair. Fold up, upgraded to a swivel with cushions, armrests. Why do you treat me this way? Is it because I lack a headrest to catch your neck when you are falling asleep? I ain't the Continental Airlines version once looked at like a Persian rug. Now you just beat me because you know I got dirt on you, despicable. Go away. Just go. Turn off the lights, lock the door, but leave some oil on the side. No, I'm not crying, I'm squeaking. Go sit somewhere else.
Oh, yo, that was live. That was live. Yo, you wrote that 16 years ago?
Yeah,
Man, that thing
16
aged like
years.
fine wine, man.
Yeah,
That
I just had too many poems to I just look through stuff and um but that's I guess that's what makes it hard as I wouldn't say hard is the word, but just as a performer, like what to pick and choose. So like for whatever reason, I didn't think that fit what I wanted to do at the continuing. So, but I do like it. Like reading it, it made me think I can do something with it if I like as far as just more so theatrical, because
yeah.
that's still a big part of being a performer is the combination of being a good writer and a good performer at the
Mhm.
simultaneously.
Yes. Because the visuals was
Indeed.
there. The visuals was there. I seen the visuals.
Yeah,
I was, I was, I was picturing somebody with a really big butt just sitting there. Like, no, no, not again.
Uh, okay, we're gonna go back to the comments real quick. So Teresa did 3 drums, 3 snaps, fire emoji. Oh, I did that already. Sorry, folks. Josette Goodwater said, okay, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hand claps. Teresa Hazel I said 2 fire emojis and a laughing emoji. She said cheer poem was funny, LOL.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4 snaps. And Teresa said, I can see the chair screaming, get off me. Vivid imagination. So
Yes.
the comments.
thank you all.
Show your love, folks. Joseph
Yeah.
Show your love.
Yes. Amazing.
Thank you.
If you happen to catch this later, uh, please type in hashtag replay where you're from and like and share and like and share and sharing like that. Sharing is caring and caring is sharing. So with that being said, it is almost time to end live with Ms. KIR.
Miss
So before
Kier.
we end it, Joseph, what do you want the takeaway from this podcast tonight to be?
Um, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I don't really get as
Joseph, are you there?
yeah. I was speaking.
We can hear him.
We can't hear you.
You guys hear me, right?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yep.
Miss Kier, you're going in and out.
Yeah, it's
We
kind
can't hear
of breaking
you.
up a little bit.
All right, I'll go. Just overall, I don't really get asked questions or a lot, just the opportunity. Um, for whatever reason, I'm not the most approachable overall. So I try to incorporate more, I guess, humility with when we're performing. So like I'll say, hey, I'm Joseph Reuben Fuller, Reuben like the sandwich. So that's something that that
Yeah.
I incorporate a lot when I go on stage. But
Right.
I enjoy being asked questions. I like speak when it's something that I'm passionate about. So I don't really like small talk. So obviously, when asked engaging comments, just more instead of the oh that was hot, that was fire, like so I do enjoy asking, being asked questions. I like I've been asked tonight.
Okay.
Let's-
A good portion of what you said, but I'll watch it back on the replay. Rosalia, give it a shout out.
Mz.KIR, you going in and
Yeah,
out.
I can hear you, but it's
Somebody
like,
gotta take over. Somebody gotta take over.
wait a minute.
I can't really hear you either, Rosalia.
I
Can you
know.
hear Miss Kid?
Somebody gotta take over.
Oh man. All right.
Hello?
Hello.
I think she said, "Do I want to shout anybody out?" So what I'll
Yes.
do, I should do a shout out, and I'll do one final poem. Shout out my children
Okay.
that are next door that have been very cooperative.
That's
They're usually very loud.
what's up.
Mariah and Nora, who are poets themselves, but they haven't been on stage in a while. I don't push them, but I am very happy that they are they've taken a liking to poetry also.
That's beautiful.
So this last piece I will do is entitled Replenished. Thank you everyone in the StreamYard land. Thank you co-host. Thank you Mz.KIR.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
enjoyed this very much. So
We enjoyed you, bro. Especially that chair joint. That's gonna stick in my mind forever. Every time I
you
sit in the
better be
chair, it's
kidding.
like I can wonder what this damn thing is thinking about. Hold up.
Okay, entitled replenished. So for I guess plug shot. I don't promote myself. So, my website is josephrubenfuller.com. I am Joseph Reuben Fuller on all streaming platform, everywhere, social media. I have 8 albums out, I believe, on all DSPs and on YouTube. Um, so there we go. Um, I left my therapist on a high note. Before the edibles took me on a love boat, I wrote miracles that rivaled Negro spirituals. I soaked in mystery on how my quotes were memorized by me, myself, and De La Come Now Me One Go Home.
Mm.
The place where poems were signed, sealed, and deliveries were tailor made to make Miss Elizabeth wonder what made Randy savage. Don't until I become slim from Jim's dismarriage. Had no vows but vows miscarriages. But found the baby and the bathwater disparaging were the remarks until I learned that the edit has earned as much glory as the final copy. Written, it was. On the back of receipts, light bills, and eviction notices, conviction notices, subscription focused on what was paid, not necessarily what I was paying for. I paid the price to get my sanity back and still left it on top shelf in mason jars. Joseph Dixon lines can't compete with Ticonderoga, though they are
Mm.
from the same company. The company I keep make the eye of a needle proud. I jack curries and trips in a crowd. Mafia 3 didn't put the bank on it, obviously. I'm the one they will call when they want something properly done. You can now put together your middle and thumb. Rule of being lied to made me numb. So I link in parks as opposed to home address. Is this prose or elite madness?
All right, man. All right. That's man. That is much love right there.
Thank you, thank you,
That is
thank
much love. Your poems are
Love,
eclectic.
thank you.
and Fuller, if you got
Miss
here.
Kid, you're back.
Because I don't know what's going on, but I can't really hear anybody right now. I don't know.
We can hear you better.
Yeah.
You hear me better? Okay,
Yeah.
because I still can't really hear you guys. So I'm glad somebody can hear me better.
Uh,
I'm
I
just
can hear you a
saying.
lot better.
Let me see. Well, I guess I will give my shout out. Shout out to you, Joseph Reuben, for being a guest on Live with Miss
Yes.
Here. Thank you so much.
Yes.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Enjoyed your body of work. Thank you
Yes.
for
Amazing.
gracing us with your presence.
Amazing.
And shout out to my co-host, Rosalia. Oh,
Much
okay.
love.
Shout out to my co-host, Rosalia and North Philly's finest. Okay, thank
Yes.
you guys so much. And welcome back to your co-hosting duties, North Philly.
I'm bad.
I want to also shout out the viewers, Donna Banks, Teresa Hazel Eyes, who else? William Washington,
Jimmy Crack Corn, and I don't care.
Chantel Fitzgerald, Josette Goodwater, Eric Crow Draven, my mom, Barbara Marie, Donna Banks, Coessence Spoken Word, and all the others who are watching, and all the others who will watch on the replay. Thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this Live with Miss Here episode. We could be doing anything else, but you took the time on this Friday night to watch. So I thank you. And the Writers Block Poetry Collective also thank you as well. Shout out to the Writers Block Poetry Collective and all its members. Teresa. Well, yes, Teresa Hazel and Henry and Taria Busby, Jacquees Armstrong, and also thank you to her name, Jessica Regal, and my homegirl, my people, Faye Powell. And shout out to Rice Cerrone. Where you at, Jay Silent Night?
Okay.
Rice Cerrone, the
The
San
San
Francisco
Francisco
treat.
treat.
All right, folks, put your boxes of Rice Cerrone in the air for my peeps, Rice Cerrone, okay?
That's right.
Boxes of Rice Cerrone in the air. Also, shout out to my firstborn T Noodle. Shout out to Big Dude K and all my peeps. And Delicia Roberts. Okay, girl, I'm gonna need you to come on and share your poetry. Why you hiding, girl? Delicia Roberts. Why are you hiding? Come out, girl. Come out and share your poems. Okay, on Live with Mz.KIR. I'll be waiting. Delicia. Okay. Shout out also to Black Ice.
Black ice in the house.
Yes. Let me know when you're ready to do part two. Because part one was awesome. Okay.
Part one was
Part one
devastating.
was awesome.
Devastating to
Also,
your ears.
let's see who else. Shout out to everybody. You get a shout out. You. And shout out to those who have birthdays in the month of April. Okay. Shout outs to you guys. And I think that's it. Tune in next week to Live with Mz.KIR. Our special guest will be, drum roll, Geronimo C. Y'all want to
Okay.
miss this one? Geronimo is on the open mic. So if you saw the open mic, you already know. So tune in next week. Geronimo Speaks is going to be on. Okay. And I think that is it for the announcements. Again, Writers Block presents Open Mic in the Park, Saturday, July 19th at 5:30 p.m. Row 3A in Donaldson Park in Highland Park, New Jersey. Starts at 5:30. Sign up will begin 5:10, 5:15ish. You can bring a dish to share and, come through and be breezy with us. We're going to be breezy in the park. So be breezy with us. And shout outs to the Small Business Network peeps, Commissioner Dr. James McConnell, Gladys M. Bryce, Little Trinity, and Latanya Davis, Indigo Divine Brown, John A. White, Robin Porter, And the list goes on, and I hope you guys are watching, because again, I'm shouting y'all out, and I don't want to be sitting here shouting y'all out, and y'all don't see this, okay? Because so shout out to them, and I'm gonna give myself a shout out. Shout out to me. And this is Tanisha, aka Oprah. Live with Mz.KIR. I'm representing the Writers Block Poetry Collective. Long live the Writers Block. Oh yes, almost forgot. Another online open mic coming, part 3. So anybody interested, let me know. Let me know. And remember, folks, edges. See those edges? Edges matter.
Yes, they do.
Edges matter. Don't let nobody tell you edges don't matter, okay? Edges matter. This is Tanisha, aka Topher, wishing you love, peace, breeziness, edges, and soul. And until next time, be breezy. Peace.
Night, y'all.